Yo, what's going on, everybody? We're here in sunny Florida for a 2-day trader workshop hosted by me and my friend Rodrigo. Right now we're at a local gym. For day one, we're gonna do a little character building session. We've got a 45-minute workout. It's gonna be really tough. People are gonna wanna quit halfway through, but really you gotta fight through the struggle. You gotta go to that dark place and really come out ahead. And it's the same thing with trading. And then tomorrow we've got a full day trader workshop with a bunch of speakers. We've got Jess Ramos doing a presentation on stock options. We have Rodrigo doing a presentation on performance and psychology, and then we've got Dodgy doing a presentation on how to manage losses as a professional. And then we're doing a trader panel hosted by me. We've got Tanya Trades, Ash Trades, Nick Futures, and Matt Lober, Liquidity Sniper.
So I'm very, very excited that I'm co-hosting this with JCap, Kyle, and man, I can't wait. What is it, the 9th of January? I mean, what better way to start the year, right? So we're gonna start the year strong. So stay tuned, enjoy, because I'm gonna enjoy. So let's do it.
Damien, I think he was on the chat.
Yeah, I'm on the chat. I'm active on the chat.
Aaron, oh yeah. He was supposed to meet. Yeah, I'm Reno, man.
Oh, yes, sir.
I go by analogy. Jake Kevin.
It's all because of you, man. I just needed a good mentor.
You gotta take the credit for yourself, bro.
You're right. I did.
Whenever you're a trader, you gotta take credit for yourself, you know?
What's up, everybody? Hello. How are you? Happy New Year. You too.
Not gonna want to go straight to the restaurant. You're gonna be dying. Yeah.
Might, yeah.
I told people like 11:30, 11:45.
Yeah.
Like a noon around there. Because I know probably we might have to split up. I think our groups are probably
Yo, when you're going hard in your workout, I'm gonna ask you like 5 trading questions. Yeah.
Just in the back of your head.
Some of these guys are doing this workout for the first time, so it's gonna be a little tough. It's a partner workout, so they get to know each other a little bit. What we're gonna do is me and Rodrigo are gonna be partners. We're gonna incentivize it. So whoever comes in first is gonna get lunch on us. So hopefully it's gonna get people to push a little bit harder. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's run inside and catch up with the coach.
What about last place, though?
Last place doesn't get anything. Maybe they gotta pay for the lunch. All right, so we're here with the owner of the gym, Casey. She's the coach too. Can you just walk us through the workout that we're gonna do today, and any tips to get through it alive?
Tips. Well, so today, because it's a little cold for us, it's going to feel pretty heart ratey. You're going to feel it in your lungs. But we've got some rowing, we have some box jumps, we have some kettlebell swings, kind of a mishmash of everything. And we're going to do it in partners, so you'll have a nice work to rest ratio. And if you really need to switch out, you can tap in your partner so they can pick it up.
All right, perfect. Let's go.
Let's go, Kyle. 1,000 pull-ups for time.
I don't know about that. Unbroken.
So what we're going to do is start with a general warm-up. So we'll do just to kind of get you guys warm, and then we'll go into specifics. Clara's going to go into rowing specifics. I'll have the movement specifics, and then we'll switch, and then we'll get everybody going in pairs.
I think I'm losing my way. My mind is driving insane. I get stuck in your echo. I get stuck in your
So let's say Laura and I are partners and I do 500 meters, then I tag her and she does 500 meters, and then I get back on and I'm like, 500 was too much, let me just do 300. So collectively you guys get to 20-24. Then you're gonna move to 4 rounds of kettlebell swings, box jumps, wall balls, and ab mat sit-ups. Those are the things I'm gonna show you guys how to do right now. And then you're gonna go round and round 4 times, finish off with a row. It should be about 30-35 minutes, but one person is working at a time. So while I'm working, Laura would be resting. While Laura's working, I would be resting. So at a little bit of an interval, okay?
And whoever can beat me and Kyle gets lunch on us. Good luck.
Whoever can beat you guys or whoever wins?
Yeah, whoever wins. Whoever wins. Somebody would probably beat. Somebody might beat us.
You guys are on the bike, so the bike is a little bit harder than the rower.
Okay, whoever
So to win, it's whoever finishes, whatever team finishes first. There'll be a running clock, and you'll turn around after your last meet. You're here, so then you guys are there.
Yeah, we're the second.
The blue one here. Okay.
No,
so
no, no,
this-
the yellow.
Yellow.
Yo, Kyle's cheating. He used the bike and not the rows.
Shit, Kyle. Caught in 4K.
The bike is definitely harder.
Okay, approved. Kyle, you're good.
Squat! You can't call Kyle a cheater and then not squat all the way down. There you go.
I cheat.
How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling?
Dude, I'm about to go out there and draw.
Oh yeah, bro.
No, I'm kidding.
POV. How we feeling?
feeling good.
Let's go. Woo. Who's getting first? You getting first?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get it.
I can see. I think we're in the lead.
Let's go.
We'll
Let's
see.
Go. Let's go.
I don't know right now, but I think we're gonna get this.
Keep it up.
Come on, Kyle.
Let's get it, Kyle. Let's get it.
God damn it.
The champ.
Winner!
Number one, baby. What they didn't know was they're gonna pay for our lunch.
Yeah. Let's go, man.
Yes.
What we gotta say? What we gotta say?
Hey, man. We lead by example. We lead by example. That's the way.
That's it.
Woo!
How we feeling, baby?
Bro,
Let's go.
they used the bike, I used to roll. You know who the real one is, bro.
The bike is definitely harder.
Y'all saw it here. Oh, we got another one done. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You're in the reds right now. Break even.
He's in the reds.
He's in the reds.
There's one thing I love about CrossFit is that you have to push beyond what the body wants to go. And so then it becomes mind over matter. And this is what you need in trading. So working out like this will condition resilience, fortitude, and you go beyond what the body wants. And part of that is emotions in trading. And so if you're struggling with emotions and you don't have the resilience that you need to hit workouts like CrossFit, do sprints, push your body beyond its limits, build the fortitude and the resilience in the gym, so that when you're on the charts, you are disciplined, you have that resilience, because it becomes a habit, it becomes part of your routine, just being a disciplined, consistent trader. Good, okay, keep it that way.
1 minute, we have 1 minute left. Come on. 1 minute.
You got it, bro.
That's it. Did everything. Come on. That's it, right there.
Go, Fernando. Come on, you got this, bro.
Push.
Go.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
buddy.
And we had the heavier kettlebell too.
Why don't we get a group picture up? Good job, everyone. I'm very proud of you both. Or you both, you all. You both, just two.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Good job, Kyle. Glad I coach you all the time.
Wait, you're a regular here? What? That doesn't count. It's my first time doing that.
All right, what's going on? I got Matt, Liquidity Sniper, with me. We just finished the workout, bro. How'd it go?
That was probably one of the hardest things I have ever done exercise-wise. I'm usually used to doing weightlifting, bench press, deadlift, squat, and compared to that, this was an 11 hours.
So like traditional workout, you kind of go at your own pace, but when you're in a CrossFit class, there really is no pace. You're trying to go as fast as possible. Do you feel like you're hitting a wall?
Yeah, actually through like the second or third round, I was debating on giving up, but like this is very competitive, and on top of that, not just competitive with the other people, but it's like a you versus you battle, a lot of mind games, just to see if you can push yourself to the limit and actually get to that breaking point where you actually think that you're going to fail, but you actually push through and you succeed. So that was a good little lesson learned mindset-wise.
Yeah, and I know we talked yesterday about psychology, and with CrossFit, I find it's like the best workout, because I find even the fittest people here they're always hitting the wall. So every time you work out, you're gonna hit that personal wall, and regardless of whatever everybody else is doing in the class, you gotta find a way to just push through that, because it gets super uncomfortable at times. And it's just like trading. When you're taking a large position or something, you hit that breaking point where you're like, damn, I wanna quit right now. Or do I just keep going? Or man, stick with the plan.
Actually,
right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. You're always like second guessing yourself, and there's always the thought in the back of your head like, is this really for me, or will I have a plan B or something like that? And in there, I was really thinking like, is this for me? Am I really about to go outside and throw up right now and quit? But no, I was like, I'm just gonna stick through it. I'm gonna stick with the plan, keep myself at a pace, and eventually, if I keep myself at that pace, I'll get to the end goal and finish what I needed to do.
Yeah, I gotta thank you again for coming out, bro. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having us, of course.
And hope to see you out of here again soon.
Absolutely. It's a good time always when we come to see everybody.
All right, we just finished the workout. Me and Rod got first. Dodgy got second. How'd it go, bro?
Dude, it went good. I'm glad I came, bro. I wasn't even know what to expect. Apparently, this dude's a regular here. I did not know that before, dude. That's unfair, but I think, dude, you know the rows. You know how you get to put your shoes on? That took longer than like actually doing the rows.
You got to strap in. So like, when you're switching out partners, you got to make sure you're going long enough so that transition time isn't too crazy.
Yeah, I know. We didn't really get the hang of that for a while, but. Dude, this man did a bike, and we all did rows. So
all right, so the coach already knows this, but the bike is harder.
The bike is definitely harder.
The bike is harder, but we did scale. So apparently they have to scale the different meters. So they ended up rowing 24 meters first.
Yeah.
And on the bike, we had to do like 4.5 kilometers. So that's actually a longer distance on the bike.
Okay. But it's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's like
The bike is definitely harder.
it's
All right,
just a
it's
little
not the
different
same.
variable, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's just, I feel like I'd be better biking.
But
'Cause
I
I
gotta give
bike
props
on
to you
my
as your first class is definitely difficult.
Yeah.
He had to drop down and wait on the wall ball.
Well, dude, I didn't do that for me. I wasn't sure what my team.
Yeah, yeah. So the partner workout's hard because you don't know where your teammate
I
is
don't-
at, like
yeah.
physically, but
Dude, I was getting into it. Like my partner was going, I'm like, come on, 200 more
Yeah.
meters. I was really getting into it.
so I noticed that they didn't really split up some of the things. So like they were doing like 20 wall balls without transitioning partners. Do you think that hurt? It helped you?
For me, it helped. I can do a
Yeah?
good amount, yeah. And then, dude, at the end, my partner, like we were 1,000 meters in the rowing. He's like, dude, I can't do this. He went to throw up. I had to
Aw,
finish the
man.
whole thing myself. I still got second.
Yeah. So we were supposed to buy the winter lunch, but since me and Rod won and we're hosting it, maybe we're gonna treat these guys out to lunch.
Hey, appreciate
Alright.
that, bro.
So, yo, thanks for coming out, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Great work.
I gotta pull up here again.
Yeah, for sure.
Menu
Yeah, yeah. Good stuff.
There's the winners, aka.
Rod's not here yet, but he'll be here.
I passed 4 or 5 challenges this year. I got funded 5 times.
Nice, man.
From the bathroom.
And Nancy Pelosi, what's going on? They all do it, yeah.
Also, like, there's haters, you know, like crabs in a bucket. They want to, you know.
Typical Puerto Rican, man. Gotta get right.
New Yorkian.
Top loss is 10 points. That's always going to be $200. So you're never doing the math. Like it's
the same every time.
Yeah, you know what it is.
That's crazy because I'm literally
You know, we're going to
seconds before penciling. I'm like,
Worry about it, and not only that, when they come to perform and stuff, making sure you're doing good. I know you get more respect. Renzo, how did we feel after the workout? This guy was on the ground dying.
That's for dramatic effect, bro.
The best traders I know, they have a really regimented workout routine, and the proof is in the pudding, guys. So make sure you get those workouts in.
Sign up for CrossFit now. Use the link below.
Yeah.
Just do something hard, man.
Use code JCAP.
How are you finding the event so far?
I'm loving it, man. This is a really great opportunity to meet everyone. You get a lot of value and knowledge. I'm really happy to be here, and it's a great way to start the year.
You probably went through that period where you're like, I feel like I'm gonna quit. You know? Did you ever go through that period where
Yes, it feels like your back is up against the wall. It feels like everything you do is wrong, and you really feel like maybe I should put my time and energy to something else.
Yeah, so what kept you going?
I know. So I trade for my family. I want my mom. I want to retire my mom. You know, she's been working hard, and you know she deserves to have a nice, cushy lifestyle. So I'm doing it for her. But on top of that, I want to retire my girlfriend or my future wife, and you know, I'm doing it for others.
It's probably something that people need to look at more. Instead of you doing it for yourself, like this, you know, these markets have the ability to change people's lives around you, right? And I think that's the biggest message that most people should probably, you know, reflect and take in. Because I think when you align yourself with a deeper purpose other than you trying to make it, you know, that's kind of the tipping point where you're like, all right, I'm gonna either take this seriously or I really need to quit.
Exactly. You gotta really have more of a why to keep you in the game. And once you have that though, just keep going. Keep going. There is a bright tunnel. I know, like, everyone's different, but it does get there. You fix the mistakes, you go through the process, you notice these behavioral patterns that you're doing, really reflect. And it may seem hard or scary, but really take the time to do that, journal, be more consistent with it, and you'll see things will turn around.
All right, man. Appreciate it. It was a pleasure to meet you, man. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
here for the next one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Day 2 of the 2025 Miami Trader Workshop. Man, I am pumped. I've been thinking about this for the last 2 months. I've just not slept at times. Kyle and I, we've been organizing, we've been doing everything we can to make this day absolutely perfect for those that are attending. So we've got a heavy hitting lineup of successful traders and dedicated traders that are coming in to learn from them, network, and just come out their comfort zone. A lot of the attendees have come from places where it's snowing, where there's wildfires, man, traveling overseas, and we're here today to develop ourselves, to accelerate our development through mentorship, through networking. So that is huge what we're doing. And I was just speaking to one of the attendees, and he was like, he wishes that, like before we organized this event, he said, I wish there was a social event, a networking event in Miami where I can just meet other traders, because I've never met anyone. And like 3 days later, bam, we started promoting this event. So these kind of events are so important. There's other industries that are doing it. You got property, you got business, entrepreneurship, they're all doing it. Why are we not doing it? Well, we're starting to revolutionize this industry. It's a growing industry. Prop firm trading, funded trading, and just retail trading is just absolutely expanding right now. And we want to make sure that you guys get to meet other traders and just grow together. So let's have a good time today. I'm excited, man.
Tell me why the best things feel so wrong. Summer nights, love them how they take so long. Run with the feeling of being alive while we're jumping off the porch like mom's not home. Just a couple kids living on our own. Summer nights, love them how they take so long. Run with the feeling of being alive while we're still young.
Obviously, freedom with time is something we all want, but not one person said they wanted a Lambo. Not one person said they wanted a $12 million mansion. You all said that you wanted to have money for the future, or you wanted to make sure your family was good. Your intention is in the right spot, okay? So you're here for the right reason, because you're doing this for a bigger purpose. It isn't about the money. It is not about the money, because there's a lot of other things you can do for money, and we all know that based off of the responses, okay? Trading is one of the hardest ways to make the easiest money in the world, right? And it's like you hear someone that's been trading, oh, it's so easy. Yeah, shut up. Like it's easy, yeah, when you just look at the technicals. But if your mind is not there, if you're going through something, it's hard. Like I learned how to trade while my mom was on her deathbed. Why I chose to do it during that time frame? Because it was my escape. It was my escape for me. Where I tell people, don't trade while you're going through stuff. And then I realized that I had to sit back and look at myself and say, no, that was actually your escape while you were going through the most difficult time of your life. And that actually helped me build the psychological intelligence to handle my emotions and learn how to suppress them. Because while I was sitting there, and I know I'm not talking about psychology too much, but while I was sitting there watching the most important person in my life leave me, I had to remain strong, and I was learning something that wasn't exactly easy. And that actually helped me later on with trading, where when I was feeling impulsive about something, it helped me control what I was feeling and just worrying about what matters at hand. I know it may sound crazy, but that is my story. I've already overcome, I've jumped that. Like I'm past that hurdle. I know what it's like. So when I tell you get over it, understand that I've also been in those bad places as well. I just learned how to say, that money, I'm not gonna let my mind get in between me and my check. Like if you can wait 2 weeks for a paycheck, you can wait an hour or two for a setup. That's point blank, period. So I always tell that to my students. Like stop it, stop watching the candles, stop watching your P&L. You've already accepted the risk, move on with your life. So if you lose this trade, you already know what's the worst that can happen. Why are you stressing? You're worried about being wrong? What's the next step when you're wrong? I love sports, we're gonna talk sports. So You look at Steph Curry, right? It's like the best three-pointer in the game, period. I don't care if you don't like, I don't care how much you hate the man. His average, his numbers don't lie. The other day he shot, just didn't even look, and it went in. Do you know how much time and effort it took for him to get there? If he sat there and he quit after one bad game or two bad games and said, oh, this is not for me, we would not have the man that we have right now that are achieving these stats. So if you're sitting here looking at the charts and you're getting upset and frustrated because you took a couple of losses, you either get going, you need to go somewhere else, go find something else to do, or you're gonna go back and you're gonna analyze and you're gonna look at the tapes, just like football. When you mess up, what's the first thing you do? You go watch the tapes.
Someone sent me this earlier, and I just want to ask you, raise your hand if you've ever done this before. Yeah, so I actually used to do this like before I knew what I was doing, and it's just because like you don't have a strategy and you don't trust anything. So someone sent me this, I'm like, oh, this is perfect to use it for my presentation. And it's very relatable to a lot of people, and this is where everyone starts off, you know. You take the loss, but then you don't. But then the candle goes in your direction, and then it doesn't, and you're like, wait a minute, I took the loss, let me get back in, and my play can still work. And that's just like people who don't have a plan and who don't have a working strategy. So if this is you, you need to start with a working strategy first. Okay, that's like the main. So like, I hope none of you guys do this anymore. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, but that's like the first step to actually learning how to take a loss. Like, have a strategy and know when to get out, and backtest enough to know if you do get out and you do get stopped out, typically the market's not going to instantly reverse, okay? And as many of you guys know, on ICT, you want to wait for the manipulation leg, so usually that can be avoided if you wait for the manipulation leg. But again, I just want to show this because it's a very relatable kind of screenshot, so I'm sure you've all been there. Is this a good business decision? Like, every single time before you hit that button, you have to understand, is it a good business decision? Okay, when you place a stop loss, right? Is stopping out here a good business decision? And I really liked how he framed that because it really stuck to me, because it really makes you understand how serious trading actually is. And when you look at trading as a business, because it is a business, it's your business, and you're pressing the buttons, right? Every button you take impacts your trading account, which is your business, right? And when you look at it in the scope of that, it really makes you take time and kind of not do dumb stuff like this first screenshot you saw. Do you think, raise your hand if you think that first slide I showed you all those executions was a good business decision. Exactly, no one. So it really kind of puts in perspective with how important, like, okay, when I'm clicking, when I move my mouse, and I'm pressing that button, is this a good business decision? Think about it every time before you enter a trade. Even when you're stopping out, or even when you're like, oh, I'm gonna move my stop lower, I think I'm still right. Is that a good business decision? Probably not. You know, if you move your stop loss, that's automatically not a good business decision, right? If you're managing a true business with like $100 million business, do you think that guy would do it? No, definitely not. And yeah, I think it's really important to understand that. And there's a story, it's a made up story about a guy. He's at the gym, and you know, he's working, but he's not really working hard enough. You know, he's lazy. He's trying to lift weights. He's trying to lose weight, or he's trying to lose weight, and he's trying to, you know, get jacked. But he's struggling, and his friend tells him, maybe you're not fat enough. Okay, does that make sense, you guys? And it basically means, like, when you're trading the market, as a new trader, like, you gotta take losses to stop taking losses, if that makes sense. Same guy at the gym, like, maybe he wasn't fat enough, you know, maybe he needed to see himself in a lower state in order to be truly motivated. You know, you need to take losses to be truly motivated to, okay, I'm gonna stop doing this, I'm gonna stop doing what that I showed you the first picture. You know, hopefully, like I said, hopefully you guys aren't doing that anymore, but sometimes you need to go through the struggle and the pain of doing that BS where you're clicking buy, sell, and you need to do it so much that you realize one day, you know, I can't do this anymore, I'm done.
Because in order to get the best and fastest results, you have to master your mind, okay? And when you speak to the traders here, they all say the same thing. They all have their own personal way of mastering their own mindset. And you know, Ryan Dodgy was saying that it's his system. He knows his data. That is what gives him the dominion over his mind. And others, it's just recognizing their own emotions. But what is it for you? That's what I want to get into today. And now is the best time, guys, because the world has changed. Money has changed, okay? Currency has changed. We have a new type of currency, and that is not just crypto, we're talking about attention currency. You know, your attention is worth millions of dollars. Your data is worth millions of dollars. So your attention and what you put your attention to can also make you millions of dollars. And right now, you got to take the opportunity of the amount of information that's out there. And each and every one of you has demonstrated that today, because you're here today. You want to learn from others. This information that's within this room can make people multi-millionaires in the next 5 to 10 years. Who would like to be a multi-millionaire in the next 5 to 10 years? Raise your hand. Fantastic. The only way to succeed as a trader is to actually apply what you're learning today. Now, let me ask you, why do you want to succeed as a trader? Like, what does it actually mean to you to become successful? Like, what difference will it make in your life? Just pause for a moment. Like, who is this going to impact the most? Now, have you ever wanted to make someone really proud, but you ended up failing them? Well, let me take you back to 2017. I was probably having a very difficult time. I wasn't seeing anybody, and my mom reached out to me. She invited me over and she said, you know, come over for some coffee. I haven't seen you in a long time. You've kind of just disappeared. So I remember going to my mom's. She lives, at the time, she's living in a quite rough part of London. And as soon as she opened the door, she knew something bad happened. And, you know, I sat down, she made my favorite Colombian coffee. And I just, I had tears in my eyes. I was just like, Mom, I've lost my life savings trading. After I had promised her that trading was our way out. Trading, I'm gonna do, I ended up breaking a promise to her. And this is probably, it wasn't just what happened, it was her reaction. So she was so disappointed. And that, I will never forget that, because at that moment I promised myself that I'm never gonna let my mom down again. So I realized that I had to change. I had to change how I respond to taking losses. Like, I couldn't, like, I lost my life savings in a day. How does that happen? So then, my understanding of psychology at the time, after studying it in university, I realized that I need to understand why am I so driven by these emotions of having to get back what I've just lost? And what usually happens before that? So through my journaling, I understood my triggers. I understood what happens before, during, and after I would revenge trade, or I had that urge to get back what I've just lost.
In your trading, what is the balance between discretionary trading and mechanical trading?
So the discretionary part for me is my risk management. It starts with, if I even want to trade that day, am I even willing to take the risk? Do I have the time to do that? The other part to the discretionary is the bias, what price is reaching for. A lot of people have their own ways of determining where they think price is reaching for. You can try to make that mechanical if you want, but again, like I said with the hot take, I truly believe price can and will do whatever it wants. There's a random distribution of probabilities. So even if you have a mechanical way of going about things, that price is still going to do whatever it wants. The mechanical approach is the way that we engage with the market. Time is my most important element. I'm only participating in NQ and ES during 9 to 11 o'clock in the morning, simply because of New York Open. The entry function is also mechanical. Like if there's not a breaker at a level of liquidity with a fair value gap overlapping it, then I'm not participating anyways. So engaging with the marketplace in terms of an entry function would definitely be the mechanical part. The discretionary part would be developing that bias, and your experience is what's going to help with that discretionary part. How many times have you seen something happen? You will be able to go back to that logic and apply that logic the next time you see it.
Yeah, I think with the discretionary part is like asking yourself, like, if this happens, then I'll do that, right? And then, like, that's like the biggest question. Like, I ask myself like a bit, like, if price comes up in here, I'll do this, and like if it just keeps going higher or whatever, then like obviously no trade. And then mechanical, like I try to like keep it like business related, like certain, like kind of what he said, like 9:30 to 11:30, because the longer you're gonna look at a screen, I think we were talking about this last night, but the longer you look at a screen, like you're just gonna like do something. You're gonna overanalyze, right? And you're most likely gonna overtrade. So whether you like may not want to or not, like maybe you want to trade like London AM and the PM. If you're not having good success, or maybe recommend like not doing that, but like maybe just picking up 1 or 2 sessions that you like, and then and just sticking with those. So the less time I spend on the charts, the better. I do a little analysis like at night. That could be completely different in the morning, but like one thing is for sure: 9:30 to 11:30, I'm trading. Sometimes I'll hold it. If I'm in a trade past 11:30, I'll hold it till 12. Or whatever, but like I try my best not to do stupid shit. You know what I mean? So like that's, if you just don't do stupid shit, like I promise, like it's all it is, man. I hate to cuss in here. I know some of you guys are parents and stuff, but just don't do it, man. Like that's probably, but like that in time. Why is that?
Yeah, I agree with the discretionary part of my trading is probably where finding the draw and liquidity, but yeah, for a lot of the things I do have specific guidelines and checklists where I refer to entering trades and to make sure that I'm not deviating from my strategy, and yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, no, I basically agree with all of them. Like, you always want to develop like if this happens, then I will do this. Like, I have a 3-step process to my entry model, and it's so small and short that it could fit on a business card. Like, and I could say it within the span of like 30 seconds. Like, I need tag with fair value gap, I need SMT divergence in the fair value gap, and then I wait for lower aligned time frame to give me a change of state delivery, break of structure. I execute off a specific candle, and then I target a 1 to 2 risk to reward. That's it. Like, I'm in and out. I know exactly what I want, and I'm not going to deviate from my structured entry model checklist. And that also comes back into alignment of consistency, because repetition and consistency leads to profitability, but also saying that less time on the charts is more, because you want to have quality trades over the quantity of trades.
So for me, I'm kind of a little bit of a hybrid. It's discretionary analysis and decision making, and then mechanical execution. Just because I feel like you need to have experience in the markets, you need to understand, all right, this market feels like it's ready to go to my specific draw, right? Maybe you're waiting for a mechanical entry criteria that never happens. You're going to miss out on a lot of opportunity, right? So if you can find a way to have a little bit of balance between both, because I don't think 100% mechanical is the way to go, unless you have an algorithm. So, having that discretionary decision making and analysis to find a trade setup that makes sense, behind a narrative that makes sense, and then having mechanical execution that you're not tripping over yourself.
I
All right, that wraps up our 2-day meetup here in Miami. To everyone who attended, I hope you came away with real knowledge to help you elevate your trading to the next level. But if you couldn't make it, I did you a favor and put together 7 of the biggest lessons I learned from my past 14 years in the markets. You guys can check that out right here. If you want to see more content like this, drop a comment below and let us know where we should host our next trading event. We can't wait to meet you and help you on your journey. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.